Today I'm blessed to have you today. I want us to talk on something, a topic that is sensitive, a topic that is very challenging. And let me start by asking you a question. Have you ever woken up and feeling irritated? Have you ever been in a situation whereby you're feeling so uncomfortable, so upset, so irritated, you even don't know what to do? You're feeling like the temperatures are rising up, things are like you want to throw up everything and you actually don't know where do I do. Yeah, and you feel the feeling is bad, but it is out of control. What did you do? Today I want us to briefly look at what I'm calling managing anger. Let me tell you, it is possible for you to manage your anger. Perhaps people have always related to you, you are an angry person. Or maybe your parent, when kids look at you, they know when you are not feeling well, when daddy is not good, when mommy today is not good. They rather be away. And you know it is not a good thing. I want to help us on how can we manage anger. And let me tell you, the secret in managing everything or anything that is out of your control, it is first understanding it. Every moment you understand something that is out of your control, you tend to have the capacity and knowledge to harness it. So today I want us to see how can we manage anger. And today, in the short while, I want us to know what is anger. Simply, in simple terms, what is anger? And I went to the dictionary to look at what anger is. What does the dictionary describe what anger is? And I looked at the dictionary. The dictionary says anger is a strong emotion, a feeling that is oriented towards some real or supposed grievances. It is an emotion, a strong emotion, or a feeling that is oriented or it is leaning towards something that is real or supposed to be a grievance. It could be that it was really somebody aggravated you, or it is just a feeling. It may be real or not real, but generally it's a feeling like somebody did something. Maybe they were not intentional, but you feel like they did it intentionally. So it causes that emotion, the emotion that comes out. Another meaning of the word anger is a hostile or warlike feeling. Hostility, a hostile or warlike feeling expressed or aroused by a real or supposed wrong. When somebody wrongs you, when you feel like this person should not have done this, that warlike, that hostility, that feeling that is aroused when you feel like this person has done something wrong. Maybe you're on a vehicle and the makanga mishandled you, somebody mishandled you, and you feel that this is wrong. That feeling, that arousal, that one, we can refer to it as anger. And then I went ahead and looked at the synonyms, the words that are used, some of the words that are used to describe anger. And it includes wrath, rage, fury, resentment, displeasure, vexation, irritation, and offense. Those are some of the words that we use to describe anger. And when we say that something has a bad temper or a bad anger, that means that that person is having a persistently angry mood. Somebody is always in an angry mood. Everything is, this person is easily irritated. Something always makes this person not happy. Hallelujah. Let me ask you, have you ever been in that situation? The answer is yes. I've been through that. Many people are in. But the issue is, the problem is not being in it. The problem is, how did you handle it? So the way I'm saying, the issue is not the emotion, the feeling. Anger is not the problem. It's part and parcel of your making. So are you in control, or whether it is in control? The problem, the issue, the challenge will come whether the feeling, any other feeling you have, any other emotion you have, whether it is in control or you are in control. The intention of God when He created you with those feelings, He wanted you to be in control. So every time a feeling is out of control, or what I call it is controlling you, when the feeling, any feeling you have is in control, it changes the trajectory of your life. Just like appetite. Appetite is good, and it is okay for me to feel hungry, and then I look for food. So that is good. But the moment the appetite takes control, every time I feel hungry, I must look for food, whatsoever the cause. Then I'm being controlled. I become greedy, and it moves out of the way. But when I'm in control, even though I'm hungry now, I will look at time and prepare, wait until the appropriate time and go look for food. The same way that's anger is. So the problem comes in when anger is controlling you. That's when it is out of place. So the issue is so we are looking at it and we are saying anger is just an emotion and is a powerful emotion. So when it is not handled with care, when it is not handled appropriately, it may have destructive results for you and those who are around you. If anger is not handled, if you don't bring anger into control, it will have destructive causes. It will have destructive results for you and everyone that is around you. But controlled anger, the good thing is that the controlled anger is, and well managed anger, it can be a positive emotion. You can use it positively. It can help you to take right positive, because every time an emotion rises, it means there is something that needs to be adjusted. Every time you feel an emotion, when an emotion arises, it means there's something needs to be adjusted. When you feel hungry, it means that the stomach is looking, it needs some feeling. Even when you feel pain is not bad. Pain will cause, it means something is not right. When you're feeling a stomach ache, it means you need to take some medication. So when anger is handled rightfully, it will make you even make the right decisions, make the right choices in life, because we are made differently. There's somebody who will easily respond to anger, just like other emotions. So we are not equal. You cannot question somebody, why are you this? The thing we should question people, if they are not in control of whatever they are. Some people who have strong emotions, others have relatively weak or less emotions. So anger, when it is when it is not controlled, it's a bad one. It can lead to literally arguments. It can lead to assault. It can lead to physical abuse. It can lead to fights. It can lead even to self-harm. Uh, Now, I want you to look at today. Say I wanted you to understand what anger is, and today I want to look at when you are angry, what happens to your body system. What happens to your body system? That is very important, because when you start understanding what happens through your system, now you really know, how can I control? You may not control the anger, but you can control what triggers the happenings, what triggers the anger. So when anger, being an emotion, triggers what we call the fight or flight hormone. For those who have done biology, they know there is an hormone inside. So when this feeling is when the body and the intellect sends information to the body system that anger is something wrong has been done, it triggers what we are calling the fight or flight hormone. And other emotions which triggers the same hormone, which triggers the same feeling, include fear, excitement, and anxiety. So fear will trigger the same response. Will trigger the same feeling. Excitement. When you are excited, you also trigger the flight or fight hormone. When you are anxious, you trigger the fight or flight hormone. And there are several. So anger is part of that. It's a feeling. Now, what happens is this: when the emotions are triggered, when the hormones are sent to the body system, the adrenaline glands flood the body system with what we are calling with the stress hormone. So when it is triggered, when this hormone is triggered, it causes the adrenaline to flood the body with what we are calling the stress hormones. And such stress hormones include the adrenaline and the cortisol. Now, what happens when this adrenaline and cortisol hormone, what we are calling the stress hormone, stress hormones, in other words, it quickens the body to work hard. When you're healing stress, is that the body is aggravated, it's quickened, the heart is caused to do faster. Things are supposed to run fast. So when it triggers the body to increase its activity, this is what happens. The brain shifts the blood away from the gut and takes it towards the muscle. So the gut, every blood from the gut, the brain controls and takes it to the muscles, towards the muscles, in preparation for physical exertion. Every time the body, our physical body wants to operate or to exert some physical, what happens? A lot of blood is exerted in the muscles, so that you find the muscles are stiff. In other words, so that is it's a reaction. It's a reaction that is taking place in the body. Something triggered. Listen to this. Something wrong happened to you, and it triggered everything. And that's why when somebody is angry, you start seeing some veins rising up. You see the eyes are becoming red. You hear even their voice, their tone changes. They are even vibrating. You see there is vasodilation. It's like something already. The movement, what the body. There's a chemical reaction in the body. There's a lot of energy that's being released in the body system so that to act. But the good news is this: you can control your body system not to reach at this level, because by the time the body reaches this level whereby everything is high, the blood pressure is high, the heart rate is high, it is focused, it's sensitive, the energy is so high, anything small can trigger that. And that's why we are calling it fight or flight hormone. If this person has the capacity to fight, they will fight with a lot of energy and destruction will take place. If they wanted to fly, they will fly. But in the process of flying, they might hurt themselves. So either way, it is not a good thing. You can control before it reaches to this place. I want to reach you there. And next time, I will tell you what are some of the bad ways we express anger. Because anger now, after that, you will need to express depending on your background. There are different ways. So I'll be sharing with you on how the healthy way to express your anger and the unhealthy way you can express your anger and how you can control your body from reaching. Bye-bye. See you again.